What's up, it's WanYee here, back with another video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as well as go over just a little bit more and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop some bangers, because I drop bangers. As well as make sure you hit that like button so I can start popping up on the algorithm. It's already working, so if you continue to like these videos, I can start having more views and having more people come on over. So it's kind of like a paradox where if you like the video, then other people like the video, then they subscribe, and then if they subscribe, they get the bell. If you're a constant person that comes to my channel, you know where this shirt came from. This was the shirt that I got when I first started my YouTube channel, and it's still going strong. If you want to see some more merch, again, subscribe. Today I want to talk about how I turned $20 into this, and I know it sounds kind of weird that I would say $20 because this does not look like it's $20 at all, but just hear me out. Last year I was starting out my film and photography journey. If you haven't already, check out A Nightmare Within, because this is around the same time. I finished shooting A Nightmare Within with no knowledge of shooting films at all. It was just, I just went on a whim. I just shot it, and the only help that I had was my mom. Shout out to her. And around that time, I also picked up the film camera that I always talk about. I talked about it in a few videos ago, earlier in the year before the pandemic hit. I talked about this camera. I made a video about me going out shooting with the camera, and I just honestly love this camera because this is the camera that made everything possible. Because if I didn't pick up this camera and actually try and keep on trying, I think I wouldn't have never decided that I wanted to go into film and photography the way that I am in now. It was a $20 investment. One thing you need to know about is when you want to try something, you just go out and try it. Just go out on a whim. You got to invest in yourself. So I picked up that camera, and I didn't know not one thing about the camera. The camera was just about to be just like another thing that I just buy and throw in a corner somewhere. And I did research on it. I looked up the manual. I looked up how to use it and how to load film into it. And I picked up some cheap film from the store, put it in there. First roll wasn't great. It was good, but it wasn't great. It was something. It was my first roll. I didn't expect it to be great. I didn't expect it to be like the best film ever printed, but I knew that I wanted to see if it was worth me going further into film and photography. I made a deal with myself. The deal was, if this first roll comes out good, you can go out and buy any camera that you want and spend whatever money that you want so you can further this career if you want to go into it. And that first roll did not seal the deal. Neither did the second roll, neither did the third roll. Until I got into my second box of film, which was, first box had 3, second box had 3. Second box of film is where it really took off. Because in between me starting with the film camera, I got to take filmmaking class, I got to take a photography class, and throughout that few months, my film photos became better. And you've seen that. If you haven't, check out my other videos on that, as well as check out my Instagram, where you'll see where my first roll of film went, how it went, and my latest roll of film, how it went. And you can see the difference, as well as see the other photos that I've taken from the beginning to now. And also follow, might as well, right? So the pandemic hit, and it was decision time. It was either I'm just gonna forget about doing filmmaking and photography, or I was just going to go ahead and buy the camera, because the pandemic hit and I was using my other camera, but I couldn't go to school because I was going to use the school's equipment. But since the school closed, I decided I had no choice but to buy my own equipment, which I did, and I don't regret it because it's working out for me. It really is. It's working out for me. And just from the $20 investment with this camera turned into buying that camera and buying the software that I need to edit the pictures and the videos and the films that I make. It really sealed the deal for me then. And for people to, come to me and say, I really enjoy looking at your photos, and your photos are really good, and you need to keep up working on your photos because your photos have potential to be great. And these are coming from people that I look at their photos and their photos are awesome as well. So I just keep on practicing every day or every other day, whenever I can. I try to practice every day. Try to make videos every week for you guys. As you can see, I'm getting consistent with my videos, and it's going to keep on going from there. And I just really think that it was the best thing for me to buy that $20 camera. And also it was really a good thing to practice and continue to practice until I felt comfortable with going out and making more investments into what I'm doing now, because this is a expensive investment to make if you're going to go into what I go into, because you got to buy the camera, you got to buy the gear, you got to buy the computer, you got to buy everything in order to make this work. And there's people that go out and they just go out and just buy the stuff and think that things is just going to happen overnight, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Like I said in my other video, try film photography one time and see how it goes. You may like it because it helps you think about what is going on with your photos. Also, I have another thing for y'all. Now, I picked up the $20 film camera last year. Now, this year, I got lucky. Just the other day, I was at the farmer's market walking around, and a guy had this camera. I don't even know what this camera is. The Konica C35 EFP. This thing is crazy. This thing I just like the look of it, even if it doesn't work, which I think it does, because I popped up that flash. Look at this. Just watch this. Yo, this is a Japanese camera. I did some research on this. This is a Japanese camera, point and shoot, 35mm. Hopefully this is going to go crazy. As you can see, that light is on. That's right, I ain't gonna flash it, because I remember last video with the Kodak camera, I flashed y'all and I didn't mean to do that. But this camera here, I think this camera is gonna go crazy too. I also ordered some Kodak Portra 400. So I got this camera here. This is the old trusty dusty here. I'm gonna throw some Kodak Portra 400 in that. I'm gonna try to use a throwaway film just to see if the camera works, and then I will let you guys know if this camera actually works, and that will be soon. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure you leave a like. And again, I appreciate you coming over to WanYeeZyTv's channel. WanYeezyTv, showing love. Also, make sure you check out the Instagram. That's down below. And I will be back with another banger, because the heat is about to get cold. The leaves will start. Oh my god, the film. Oh my god, the film pictures that I'm about to drop when I load this camera. It's about to go crazy. Just wait and see. Peace.